Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of Sanctum of Stability. We've had a few tech difficulties and everything, but I think we got it all stabilized. Maybe. Oh, nope, that goes back on us. It's now scroll. The elders have come.
Oh no.
I'm trying to find a new background because my other one got deleted somehow. I just realized.
Okay.
Oh no, it's Zoe. That was a cool background too. There we go, much better.
Yes, so, and the music is up in the usual spot you guys desire. Where was I? Yes, so last time the group had gone to the town, talked at the diner, got pointed to the hospital, went to the hospital, talked to this lovely bandaged guy, nothing to worry about. He's very lovely, who may or may not have telepathically talked to the group. He's a great guy. He's just asking for organs and brains because he's hungry. Then they noticed that a priest was watching them, and Axel did some Scooby-Doo shenanigans with the doorways and cut him off, then was going to take him out to the side alley and was going to talk to him, but that's where the priest's other friend was, who knocked out Axel. So Azonoth was knocked out. Then Victor and Ellie came out to try to help their friend, and Victor got knocked out, and Ellie took out the big
Kelly
on
gave
her
it
own.
clutch.
Awkward. When the big guy gets taken out by a very little girl.
Hey,
He
tiny
packs a punch.
but fierce.
But yes, so.
So how that all ended is allies got woken up. Asna pockets priest into some cards, as you do. And then we zip on towards the forest with the priest, because we figure, hey, if the hags and whatever's going on with the church, are these two at odds, maybe we can figure something out by just plopping some priests in front of the witches and see what happens.
So yes, they're going to take some priests and sacrifice them to the witches. I mean...
No, not sacrifice.
Trade them to the witches. Yep, because that's gonna go well.
I mean, or we could just, bring them just, outside the threshold and be, hey, look, we can go in there if you want. Or you could tell us what we want to know and we can go back that way.
Whatever you guys decide to do.
Yeah.
This is just a morally ambiguous territory, and...
It's very, very ambiguous territory.
So...
Yep. Okay.
That up now. Okay.
We're going a different way than the diner, right?
Yeah, we're actually, there was a path, I think we said, into the forest that we were heading.
Yeah, you guys were going to head north to head where the creature was supposedly coming from.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if we're gonna be able to, get back to, the, he never gave his name, but what's the word I'm looking for? They're your eldritch babies.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think she's talking about the thing.
Yes.
I don't think you guys ever asked a name.
Well, that was rude.
Yes, that was rude of you guys.
Jeez. Eleanor, that was so clutch.
I do my best.
Kind of rubs his head as they're moving.
I do my best, but can we just try and not do that again? That was actually like really nerve-wracking. Like I have been in difficult situations before because of my job, but yeah, first time staring down a gun. Normally I like bolt the other way, so yeah.
To his defense, you pulled out a gun at him.
Fair.
He was just going to use his brass knuckles, but
I did pull out a gun.
you decided to pull out a gun, so he was just going, okay, I'm not going to bring knuckle dusters to a gunfight.
I thought I had the upper hand, but apparently that was not the case. But either way, it all worked out. We're fine. Up until they wake up and then they start to like fight Aznath's magic and possibly pop out of the cards. But anyway.
No problems there. Now, did you guys want to swing back to pick up Echo, or did you guys just want to continue forward?
Well, I thought, was Echo just like NPCing, like just around with us?
No, Echo was off dealing with some faction things.
Well, that
Some business.
if we're going out into the woods, like, is there a way that we would know if if our friend was out there?
If Luther would be there?
Yes, I spaced on the name. I feel so bad. I'm sorry.
Well, we can find out in just a minute there. So, Echo,
Yes.
your character was dealing with some business between your lovely Yakuza-like clan and the Reeds.
Yes.
The nature of the business was more acquiring information for the Reeds, but at the same time, your faction wants them to help transport certain goods. How are you going to help facilitate this entire thing? Are you planning on leaving it to the higher-ups on negotiating, or are you going to try to talk to Richie and facilitate the deal yourself?
I could try to help facilitate the deal. Not sure how useful I'd be though, since I'm not very good socially, so I'm probably just there to help with the mission and go back to the other job at hand. Making the forest sprite thing not as angry.
Okay. So you're going to do it as directly as possible. Okay, so I'll leave that then to some NPC roles off to the side to see how that went. And then you're going to try to meet up with your group. So you're going to be probably a couple hours behind. You do get a ride in this loud truck to town, to a diner, where the rest of your friends were dropped off.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Well, obviously I'm getting a ride to the people, so I'm probably just gonna once I'll wait till I can get there and meet up with them and kind of just try to get back into the swing of things, ask what happened and everything.
Well, when you get there, they're not there. So you are at the diner.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I guess I'll investigate to see where they might have gone, see if anybody knows, or see if I can get in contact with them. I don't know how.
I mean, there seems to be a waitress and a chef that seems to be there all day.
Okay. I guess I'll start by asking them. If they know anything about what was going on with them, with the group.
You talking about them funny characters from out of town?
Yeah, them. They, yeah.
There have been a lot of them lately. Which ones are your friends?
There was a journalist. Did she start asking you questions? She would have asked you a ton of questions, probably.
Oh, the little lady. Yeah, I think
Little lady.
I think we suggested that she go check out some of the people at the hospital because the
Gotcha.
attacks of this thing.
Yeah.
I heard there was some commotion at the hospital, though.
Okay.
So I'm hoping it wasn't your friends.
Hopefully not.
There were some gunshots, so I'm hoping you don't have to check the morgue.
Might be checking the morgue, but not for them.
I love the confidence in us.
Are your friends dangerous? Is there something I need to worry about?
I'm probably the most dangerous one of all of them. I'm just glad they had a gun on them. Very proud of them.
I need you to roll a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
Or observations, I think it is.
I
Yeah.
don't have any bonus to that. So it'd be what? Just flat?
Yeah. Well, you should have a bonus to
Perception.
perception.
Persuasion.
Should have your
Oh,
modifier.
gotcha. Yeah, 4. That'll be 13 there.
Let's see how.
Roll the
Okay.
9 plus 4.
You don't notice anything, but she does seem very tense. Okay.
Okay, I only hurt. Correction. I hurt other people when they're. No. Most of the time, I only hurt the bad people, except when the people are. Yeah.
She's just kind of giving you a shifty look, and it's like, I think you need to be
Monsters.
getting out of here.
Yeah, I'll go check out the gunshots.
Okay.
As
So,
he leaves, they're gonna turn the open sign to "Sorry, we're closed."
no. What he missed is she put her hands underneath the counter. She was a little scared. You don't need to know what's underneath the counter.
I would assume a shotgun.
No. So,
Actually, it's TNT to blow up the whole diner in case of emergency.
Like the opposite of a Waffle House.
it's the self-destruct button. We don't need no cops. We'll get in trouble.
Both can be told when there's danger, but one of them just isn't there anymore.
Okay, so we'll get back to the group because this is probably they got a little bit of time before you're going to be able to sit here and head that way. So what is the rest of the group going to do? You guys just let off some shots. You put 2 people into cards. You're the only suspects with gunshots in the area. One of you has a gun that's been recently fired.
What do you mean they're the only suspects with guns in the area? I have like 8.
Yeah,
They don't know
you're
that.
at the diner, and quite honestly, that's not going to make it look any better.
Yeah, quite honestly.
I mean, as far as, I'm concerned, like, it's just a matter of, like, getting the heck out of there and going through the woods and trying to, like, deep cleansing breaths, going through the woods, just trying to, like, clear our head, just, like, out of sight, out of mind right now. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, I cannot talk.
Carpe diem?
No. Mentalize, like...
Oh, compartmentalize.
Yes, that word. And so, like, putting that in a box for later right now and just focus on what we're doing right now.
I just maybe killed a man with magic.
I said non-lethal.
I know.
I specify because I've learned my lesson from last time. So
I mean, I would have thought that you would have learned from my whole thing.
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
With Booming Blade, gotcha.
Yeah. So, nope, I learned.
Where I would have overkilled an individual, but instead I just overknocked them out. They were going to sleep for a few days.
It's fine. Yeah. So I'm hoping he's gonna sleep for a little bit because, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are heading out to the woods then?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Victor wants to find out where Scamp is at, but knows right now he doesn't need to be found in that town. So they are going to keep going.
So I think Ellie, turns to Asna and be like, so, if they were to pop out of the car, does that mean they're just gonna ruin your pocket? Are you gonna need, new clothes? How's that work?
Usually they pop out, external. I can kind of control it for a second, usually. Now, if, I was totally unconscious and I did that, that'd be a different story.
Gotcha.
But no, I shouldn't ruin a pair of pants if someone pops out of a park.
Noted.
Yeah, that would just be awkward. That means you have a lot of people in your pants.
It pretty much means that anyway, so.
As he responds to the sky straight to the DM and goes, "Yeah, I already have 2 people in my pants. It's fine."
Only 2.
2 of them are priests.
Yeah, that's the awkward part. Axel, Azzy is a little bit too old for that.
That's terrible. Okay, moving on.
Anyways, so you guys head to go out of town. Let's see if any of the cops notice you. No, they did not react in time to see you guys.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Cops for you.
Especially when the police station was
30 minutes
across the
late.
street.
Yeah, the police station was directly across the street.
If anything, they probably all ducked underneath their desks going, "Oh, heavens no. This never happens. What are we supposed to do? Aren't we supposed to make sure everyone's safe?"
Oh, heck no.
That's not our job.
Aren't we taught to serve and protect? Or to
Serve and
protect
protect
people when we're
ourselves
dead? We don't have bulletproof vests here. It's a small town.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys are heading out of town. We'll meet back with you guys and what you guys go to encounter. Fun times.
Yeah.
So Echo, when Luther gets to the spot, cops are swarming an alleyway trying to find out what happened. There's a gun that's been discharged that's been dropped on the ground. There's a little bit of blood here and there from a
I
scuffle.
recognize the gun. Bro, is it the same gun that we got, or no? It's different.
No.
Okay.
And on top of it, you'd have to sit here and get close enough and get past the cops.
Well, I'm gonna talk to the police.
Okay.
Hello there, officers. Officers, hello.
Hey, what's up?
So, what's going on around here? I heard something about gunshots.
Yeah, there were gunshots. What's a stranger asking about gunshots in my town?
Well, I'm looking for I'm looking into it because when looking for a couple people around here might have something to do with it, but I'm not sure. But I know they might have been attacked. Someone might have been attacked. I don't know what went on, but I'm pretty sure they had something to do with it. And I've investigated it, kind of on a contract I'm doing. So I'm kind of gonna. I'm kind of here to help you with figuring out who did this thing. You know, I help you. I know do about a couple things of investigation, and we find out who did this faster. Where they are.
Roll a deception.
But I'm okay. The contract part was a lie, but the other part wasn't. I'm just
You're
trying to figure
also
out-
not looking to really help these cops, are you?
No, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
I rolled a 10. 10. 1 plus 9.
Okay.
Not flat 10, so.
This officer is going to roll an insight. Huh. Well, somehow you succeeded.
With my bad social abilities? Jeez.
Yeah, he rolled a 9.
Jeez.
I don't know how that... Okay, somehow the socially inept shark sat her and deceived a police officer. So you're telling me that you're a private eye. You got your
Yeah.
paperwork with you.
Nah, I'm more hired for missions by a different kind of private eye, not legal. We looking for the same people.
I left it in my other pants.
That probably would have went better. So you're telling me you work with some group of individuals who investigate this kind of stuff, but are not
Exactly.
legal.
Well, not illegal, just not in the same paperwork fashion that you want.
So illegal.
Private
No,
organization.
it's not. No, because it's not the same kind of investigation. I have no power here. I just find out things and where people go, and I bring it back.
Uh-huh. Well, you go figure that out on your own. I don't have to give you any information about the investigation.
I didn't ask for that. I just want to look at the ground over here, see if I know anything.
No,
because
you can look at it after we deal with our crime scene.
Isn't it in your best interest to let me look, and if I give you information, I give it to you?
Are you trying to persuade or intimidate here?
Persuade. I'm just saying it's in their best interest to let me try to
Roll
help.
persuasion. Just gonna
Well-
be the first character to get arrested.
That is a 3. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
That's a
You
what?
do a 3.
3.
You do have rerolls if you want to use them.
I rolled high enough on the other ones. I shouldn't have gotten this far with my horrible social skills already. I should not have gotten this far.
He looks at you and is like, I don't know if you're trying to intimidate me or persuade me that you would be some sort of help, but get off my crime scene before I have you arrested for interfering.
Okay. He just backs off and just doesn't say anymore.
Do you want to check out inside the hospital and see what's, if you can find out anything about your friends? Now that the cops
I
are
think I'm
kind of
done
looking at you?
I think I'm done looking for people, talking to people. I think I'm just gonna look towards like what areas they could have run off to.
Okay.
Because they didn't give us like any sendings to, or like, communication or anything to use between.
You guys
Yeah.
never asked.
That's true. Like, guys.
You guys had a whole thing where you guys could have asked for equipment, and all you guys asked for was some weapons.
Yeah.
I could really use a flare gun right now.
Oh yes, fire a flare gun off in the middle of a small town where the cops are already looking for people firing firearms.
I was gonna go outside the borders before I did it.
Firing a flare gun off when you're already sus.
The cops
Yeah.
are going to arrest
Eating a
Luther
flare card would be
eventually.
neat.
Okay. We'll take bets. Who thinks that Luther's going to be the first out of the group that's going to be arrested, or is it going to be Azenov? Because
You want to actually put that bet in the chat for people
Put money on
to
that.
vote.
You know, let's make that poll. Let's make that poll.
Is it bad? I'd rather vote for myself.
No.
Like, that laugh was the sound of a plan coming together in Azanov's mind.
Oh man, the whole thing of my guy's backstory is basically his sins catching up with them, so it's bound to happen.
Okay, there we are. The next 10 minutes, we'll see what people think about who the first person to get arrested is going to be.
Actually, the raccoons are very high likelihood as well.
Okay, so... I need you to roll if you're just going to look to see which way they would have went, I'll need you to roll a survival. Which thankfully you're good at.
I'll do that. Survival. 4. 12.
It takes you a little bit, but you start kind of getting on their trail.
Okay.
So we'll get back to you in a few moments. The group, you guys are going to the woods. Are you guys looking for a specific place in general, or are you just going to try to find, you know, what might look like the lovely group might be at or something? What are you guys looking for?
I think getting in there like 15 or 20 feet from the edge and then figuring it out from there is a good idea. I'll look over at Azanoth and Ellie. What do we want to do with this guy?
Oh, guys.
I mean, I thought the plan was we were going to, you know, take him and talk to the hags. Or, you know, threaten. Because we know that they're involved, you know, somehow.
What do you think, Azanoth?
I honestly think we should just take him to the hags. I think we shouldn't even pull him out of the cards. It'd be hard to transport that way. We should just bring him as a gift. The priests, anyways, they're practically disposable.
Wow. Wow.
All right.
Don't even ask their names. Don't even interrogate them yourself. You're just like, they're disposable. It's like a red shirt. We're beaming down with these two because they're wearing red shirts.
Bartender, that blue shirt's being a little aggressive.
I'm going to kind of look around and see if I can pick up anything in the woods. It's like any weird vibe.
Quite possibly the most illegal thing Aznath has said so far.
There have been a lot of illegal things you guys have tried to do just this session alone. And we won't count last session. Let's just start a counter for that. Oh.
Group alignment slowly ticking downwards.
Luther's more
You
used
notice
to
alignment
fighting
isn't-
not talking to him.
You notice alignment is not one of my things.
I know.
And it's for reasons like this. Okay, so Victor wants to go for the vibes. That would be a charisma or a knowledge nature check.
All right, so knowledge would be wisdom.
Knowledge is intelligence.
Okay.
Knowledge in my game is about how brainy you are.
5. Okay. We'll roll here. And I got an 11.
There's something faint, but you can't really read it from here. It seems like there's several kind of things. Luther is not sus, thank you.
I mean, he's just socially awkward. He's doing his best.
Yeah, that poor shark is doing his best.
He don't know much about talking to the police. He's more used to fighting them.
So, while you guys are heading north, I'll need a survival check from one of you.
Or is this gonna be a group?
You know what? Yeah, let's do it as a group one. So who's going to be the primary? This is not going to include Luther because Luther is not there.
I have a 4.
Yeah, no, you do have the highest wisdoms. I mean, you could be the primary and everyone else can give you a backup die.
Okay, is that how we gonna do this?
Yeah.
Yep.
That sounds about right. My dice are not at my table. I came prepared, I promise.
Oh, there's also Rolong and Dice Maiden.
Well, 2 seconds. I'll have to find them real fast.
6,
9.
9. Got a +4 that will automatically be in there. So Axel's roll will... And Axel's only got a 10% chance to sit here and make this better. And if he does do that, then I guess you guys will do things before Victor can...
8 from me.
An 8?
Sorry for the delay. Yeah.
It's alright.
Okay, so what I'm seeing is you guys got a 23. Okay, yeah. Okay. We'll resolve that in a second. Because I want to get back to Luther. Luther.
Yes, yes.
So what are you doing? You're finding your way around town. You sort of notice what looks like where the raccoon has kind of left a mess here and there.
Squitchy mess.
Yeah.
You
notice that it doesn't seem to be like some sort of raccoon that did it during the night. It seems like it's a recent raccoon has kind of been scrounging while traveling.
Okay. That's odd for raccoons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna assume the group had something to do with it and follow the trail.
Yep.
Do we have just plain water for the hydrate?
That green jug needs to be cleaned out, but
I can go fill real quick. So, just BRB.
But you do find what appears to be a trail heading out of town towards the north. If I remember, you guys did hear... but the trail does seem to lead north, and if I remember, you guys had read in the investigation that a lot of the attacks were happening from the north.
Okay. I'm going to cautiously try to slow down my thought process on the following the raccoon trail to the party, and go back to where would they have gone from that investigation scene to hopefully not get myself attacked somehow.
Oh yeah, because Luther wasn't there when Victor was. Oh yeah, Luther doesn't know anything about the raccoon.
No. He assumed that
No.
he assumed for a second that they stole a raccoon or something. He doesn't know what went on.
This is
He just
pretty
saw Miss.
funny.
Well, hasn't Victor actually brought up Scamp before in group? So could he actually like do a memory?
I mean, yeah, you could roll me a wisdom. I mean, this is one of your strong suits.
Yeah.
Remember. Oh, wow. The poll says that either
It's-
Luther or Asinoth is going to be the first one to be arrested.
50-50 shot.
That's gonna be an 11 there. I think, unless I have some other.
You
Yeah,
only
no,
got an
11.
11?
Yep.
Okay. You vaguely remember something about a scamp or something like that, and you can't remember if it was a raccoon or a squirrel, or maybe it was some sort of coyote? You can't remember.
But I know it had to do with the group somehow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna keep following the raccoon trail then, until I can try to figure out where everyone went. I probably shouldn't be heading in this direction, but wait, they might have had a raccoon. Was it a squirrel or a coyote? Or it was something, and this trail might lead me to that something.
I adore Luther's thought process.
But you're saying this while following path. Okay, I need to see if there's any people here. Were you saying that out loud?
No, I'm just thinking.
Oh,
That was
okay.
just mental thoughts. Like,
Okay, because that would just be hilarious, because it's just like crazy new shark person talking to themselves. Oh, great. Gunshots and now crazy shark people with guns.
lots of guns. I think the only gun I have on me currently is hidden inside my arm.
Yeah.
Well, you're
So-
lucky, Echo, because I have two. So
One of them is a rifle, which
Yeah.
a halfling is
yeah,
carrying.
I
Which is a little bit more alarming because it's like, that gun is taller than you.
part of me says like I was really tempted to try and retcon something, or at least feel like retcon was needed, but I was just like, nah, just let it go.
What, you asking for guns?
No, that either Axel or Ellie would have picked up the gun that the priest dropped.
Oh.
But I'm not gonna retcon that, so don't worry about it. Because we were in a panic, just like, we gotta go. So, fair.
If you guys had more time than what I had rolled, that'd
But,
be fine.
Yeah,
But,
don't need to worry about retconning that. Just like,
Yeah.
it happened.
but
It's
yeah.
not like they did fingerprints or anything back in the 20s anyway, I don't think.
Even then, it was about as accurate as rolling the dice.
Even that, I'm gonna click.
Well, first you would have to be in their database.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is like a card catalog with 3 entries.
Yep. Which if they don't know your name, they can't ask where you're from for the catalog.
Yeah. So apparently, according to Google, it started in 1903 in America for fingerprinting. But yeah, if they're not in the system,
Which is fine, because the only fingerprints on the gun just so happen to be the priest's. Okay, so, back to the group that rolled really high on their survival check, and you guys keep on going north, kind of past a patch where There's some sheep. A couple of them have like a golden wool to them, and those seem to be kind of collared and chained up to certain areas. There's a patch full of crops, including pumpkins, that look like it's just been started to blight from the edge, and some scarecrows that even the hay in them looks like it's withered. And as you continue heading north, you do notice that there seems to be kind of a mist and fog in the air. Welcome back, Draven.
Thank you.
Yes, so you go past a withered farm with some happy golden fleeced sheep. You find an area of the woods that seems to be kind of blighted, and there's mist and fog in the area. It's happy area. The golden fleeced sheep seem to be chained up to posts. It's okay. Everything's fine up here. Don't question why certain sheep are chained up and others aren't.
I mean, are they all golden fleece?
No.
Ah. Fair. This wasn't towards the farm that the elder golden fleece we talked about. Well, he said to not go there. I felt like that was his farm was in another direction than where we're going.
No. He was starting to get blighted by this stuff, and he went to investigate it.
Oh, I don't
Because he
know
doesn't
how
like
to
the
say.
idea of his farmland dying.
I mean, fair.
And he needs to be able to feed the sheep.
Yeah, fair. Okay, but I don't know if I'd have to go back through the notes to see if he talked about him going to investigate it.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, Victor's just like looking around as they move.
So we're heading in the right direction, I think.
It seems.
You guys just want to continue heading north and following it, or?
I mean, we know the from the past, looking at our records and stuff, that the hags and stuff were in this direction, and there was a site there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would feel like
I feel like we.
I'd look for fog. Signs of fog.
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of coming out of the woods near the farm, and the woods that you guys do enter seem to be full of fog and mist and more blighted wildlife the further it goes. Seems almost like this area's been corrupted.
I would say go wherever it feels worst is probably where we should be heading.
right.
I mean, whoever wants to do a... If you're trying to go based off of feeling, do charisma. Otherwise, survival.
Just straight charisma, or
It'll be a charisma check.
okay,
I'd say...
or a survival check.
Yep, or survival.
Survival.
Is there an arcana as well?
There is a knowledge arcana. That
I
will
apparently
mostly
do not
help you
have
with knowledge, not kind of feeling out the vibe.
No, I'm just saying for hey, we already know what's up here. How does one track those things down?
Oh, yes, you could use a Knowledge Arcana to try to sit here and figure out how you could just track it down easier instead of trying to use vibes.
Problem is, I don't actually have that, so going off vibes is actually going to be easier for me.
Yeah, it would be based off of intelligence, and it's going to be a group check.
Oh,
so.
it is? So who
Yeah.
would be...
I have a +4 to charisma.
And I mean, I have, you know, a plus... I have a 4 for survival, so... Which, for somebody who's never been out in the woods, really.
Yeah, but that's just because you got a really high wisdom.
Yeah, fair.
You're cheating because your stats are roided for stuff that is like this. If we were to sit here and ask you to do an athletics check, you'd be sitting
I'm
there
a
crying.
skilled monkey. Yeah, I would be. Just like,
You gotta do jumping jacks and then do track, and it's like...
We have basically the option of feeling it out, or
survival, or knowledge
Or
arcana, and
survival.
trying to figure out a way.
So...
does our disconnected wood elf friend get a bonus to this?
The disconnected wood elf friend, if trying to do survival or vibe, technically gets an advantage because they're in a wooded area.
So if this is a group check, then I
Okay.
feel like Victor should do the roll and then we would support.
Yes.
Okay.
Or if Victor is supporting, he gets to roll 2d10 and give you the highest one.
I feel like maybe Victor should be the one to take point for this.
Okay. So then...
Does the forest pass the vibe check? No, it does not. Creepy forest. is
Sorry, roll
creepy.
2d10.
it will be 3d10. Give me your 2 highest dice.
2d10.
3.
3d10.
Two highest.
Yeah. 3d10, I'm taking your 2 highest numbers and
Right.
adding it to the pool. With the one that Kate rolled.
Hey, I'm getting my charms back. My first roll I got a 10. My second one I got a 1. So you know what? I'm evening it out. I used a
8
lot
for
of
me again.
charms.
8 for you.
7 and 4.
And that's with advantage?
Yeah.
What was the third dice?
Yeah, what was the third
A 1.
dice?
A 1?
Oh, alright, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. Okay. Woof. And are you doing this as a survival or a vibe?
You using which one?
Yeah, which one do you want to do,
Intelligence
survival
or-
or vibe? Survival will be using your wisdom, and vibe would be using your charisma.
I'll go ahead and use wisdom.
Okay. So you're going
2.
to do it based off of wisdom and that. And either way, both of them are +4 for you. Is that what I was reading? Sheesh. No, either of them are +2. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's gonna be a 17. Okay. We'll come back to resolve that. Now, Luther,
Yes.
you're gonna have fun here. You're now leaving town.
Yes.
Usually, your group would have trackers for this kind of stuff. So now you've got to finally track someone on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how are you going to go about tracking this raccoon and what looks to be with it, because it seems to be following the footsteps now in the kind of mud and dirt of 3 individuals.
Okay. Well, so I could be pretty assured that this is the group, mostly because, well, 3 people, a raccoon, maybe coyote, squirrel. could be all three at once if if it really came down to it.
I mean, you could roll a survival and identify the creature beforehand if you wish to.
No, I think it's funnier if I don't know. I know it's with the group. I don't care if the. I like what chat thinks. It could be a panda too, but it doesn't matter what the creature is. It just matters that it's with the group, right?
Yep. That's all that
So-
matters.
Exactly.
Very pander.
But yeah, so basically, Luther's going to try to track this, like, probably just like any other monster he's had to track down during his days in his clan. So, just try to track it down, follow the footsteps, follow any cultural sites such as fires, resting places, places where they could have sat down and not been noticed through maybe a thicket, stuff like that, or any kind of areas that would draw people, such as agricultural areas are great places that draw people because they're not in cities, but they have things that people could get food from. Because, I know this happened recently, but still they could be looking for places to hide out in, get food, shelter, that kind of stuff while stuff dies down so they can leave, right?
Yeah.
So you're kind of looking for areas that both people would look for food, shelter, and places to hide.
Okay. Roll me a survival check.
Okay.
Just clarifying, you guys cannot hear when I type, right? Just wanna make sure.
We were hearing a lot of things.
That's a full 10 with +4, so 14.
Gotcha. Didn't know you were hearing a lot of noise. Please let me know if that happens. I didn't
Okay.
realize.
And that was a 2d10 roll?
No. That was, sorry. D10, so the second number, it was 10, and, that was 10, and 7, and 4, so no. 21. Sorry.
Okay.
I rolled
cool.
1d10. My brain just...
So yeah, you
Oh,
do
I-
follow the footsteps in that, and it kind of gets lost in a field that seems to be blighted and dried out. There's a barn, a house, a grain silo. There's mist and fog coming from the trees on the other side of the field.
Okay. So... Fog is ominous.
Yes. Especially since the creature was noted to be attacking
Yeah,
out of fog.
exactly. So I should probably not go there. Just a slight thought process there. Probably should not go there. Would be this probably the second thing I've done. The second dumbest thing I've done this session. But so I guess I'd look at the barn area, see what I find over there. Just because, well, it's not in the fog and it's somewhere where there could be shelter or food.
It seems to be closed. Not locked, but closed. Barricaded from the outside.
Interesting.
Mhm. And
I
there's
knock on the
a-
door to see if anyone's around in there, like there's people who live here.
Sure.
Do that.
You knock and you hear something almost humanoid shift around in there.
Hello? Hello? What's in there? Who's in there? I don't know. Can you talk? Understand me?
It doesn't seem to be saying anything back.
I have a really stupid idea. I think there's someone out here who might have answers to that might be newsworthy. A response?
You just hear something skittering around a little bit more. It sounds larger than you thought to begin with.
Well, it didn't respond to the prompt that there's potential story, so I'm just gonna walk away because Ellie is clearly not in there.
I like how like Ellie is like the center of just like everyone can understand where this group is or what this group is doing just by looking for Ellie.
So you're going to leave the barn alone? Okay.
Well, yes, because if the group's not in there, there's no, and it's barricaded from the outside. If it was barricaded from the outside and the group was in there, they probably somehow got in a fight with someone and the people just locked them in there. But if there's something in there that someone really didn't want out, I'm just gonna leave it be.
Okay.
Because it's not my job to figure out what's in there yet. I'm trying to find out where the group is, not find out what that thing is.
I'll tell you later. But probably not.
Okay, because if they're not one of the other players, then
No.
Okay.
Exactly. The chat gets it. I'm not a detective. Just like I don't have the legal
No, you're
paperwork.
You're just the guy with the gun that shoots the monsters.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And there's a barricaded barn out in the woods.
Yeah, it probably has a
Farm.
monster in it. It probably has a
Near the
monster in it.
blighted forest.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
but I would like backup to shoot the monster.
Yes, I would like people to take the hits while I shoot it.
But Luther was with us when we did all the research, right? So Luther knows, like, you know, where the hags are relatively, right? Like, didn't
Oh,
also
yeah.
like Luther
I helped
also
considerably. I helped considerably with the research. I did a lot of it.
Yeah. Okay, so are you going to then do what?
So the track stopped, and there was two options, and one of them has a monster in a barn, and the other one's the fog that they could have hidden in.
Yep. Or a farmhouse. Yep.
Hmm. That's not good.
Mhm.
Not ideal. Because I don't want to go in that fog.
know the feeling.
When the group remembers, it attacks from the fog.
Yeah.
uh,
How... Is there any other places near the farmhouse? Like, is there any other things on the farm area, or just the farmhouse? Or is it just like an agricultural house, like a silo or something?
there's a silo there off to the side. There's the barn, and there's the house. The silo seems to be about on the edge where the ring has started to wither, so the grain's probably...
What about any cattle or livestock?
Just sheep. There's some golden wooled sheep chained up to large metal posts in the ground.
And anyone, question. Can anyone from the city hear me right now? Or am I far enough away? If
You're far enough away.
RTL.
Yeah, basically, you're about the distance of, if a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound?
Different idea. If a gun shoots a metal pipe, does it make a sound? That's a much louder noise.
I mean, there's also a bunch of, hunters and everything else. So, I mean, you might be safe to shoot out this way.
But they're also looking for people who just with a gunfight. So I'm probably not if it's a gunshot sound.
I I mean, you could just use magic bullets.
Yeah.
They make different sounds.
I just have a question. I don't want to say this because I don't want to influence anything. But Luther, what do you currently have in your inventory? Thank you, chat.
Not sure.
Yeah, Luther didn't pick anything up.
Yeah.
Oh, Luther wasn't with us when we got... Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were
Never
supposed to
mind.
get Luther stuff.
We were.
And then you guys got in trouble and decided to hightail out of town.
Like, Luther will find us. It's fine.
Let's got this. We gotta get out.
I'm
Luther
gonna
would understand.
Remember, this is a
I'm gonna try to call
farmhouse.
out. I'm gonna start by calling out because yelling is more optimal than going into the fog. The fog it beckons, and yet I will not answer.
So you're gonna start yelling. Mysterious farm place. Excellent.
I'm gonna yell out for the group. I'm just gonna.
Let's see what all responds. I'm going to need you to roll a endurance check for how loud you can scream this.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing, man?
Let's get endurance up. Stats.
That's one of your good stats, if I remember correctly, because you are the beef shield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So just,
give me like 30 seconds.
yeah.
I had to stream for Warforger a bit back, and I still haven't gotten into my main account, which has all the reroll points.
So you're prepping, just in case. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, us players, we totally don't cheese at all.
Oh, hang on. I don't have those enabled, so give me a second. I forgot about that.
Cool. Yeah, because one of my things has 11,000 points. The other one has about 800. Cool.
There we are.
Cool. Now we're gonna roll that. Oh, I'm so glad I prepped the reroll.
Oh. Well, what did you get before giving yourself
A 1 and a 2.
Oh, yeah. So you're gonna... Because you can also use your normal rerolls.
Yeah, you have 3 of them per day.
But, I mean, okay. So you use
Points are funny.
And points are funny, because it's cheesing.
Well, it is cheesing, and points. Plus, I have not much I want to spend my points on at the moment, so.
So go ahead and reroll.
Better. That's gonna be a 9 and a 3 and a 4, so that's gonna be 16.
16. Okay. And I need the group.
Got some loud pipes.
Yeah, I need the rest of the group to roll a perception check.
Where is it?
Not you. Everyone else.
Oh,
and
no.
it'd be really terrible if we
No,
rolled
I'm
real
trying to
low
find
on
something
this.
else.
Yeah, it would be real horrible if you guys rolled real low on this.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll.
And-
Man, that'd be a
I
terrible thing to happen.
I am going to tell you, you all are rolling with disadvantage as well.
Oh.
Because of
Oh.
distance. Now, the only reason why Echo wasn't rolling at disadvantage is because there's things closer.
Well, I got 15. So...
I mean, that's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Where's the metal pipe sound effect? I wanted to play that.
I got 16 with disadvantage.
It was a blurb. What?
Yep, and Draven with disadvantage will be able to...
Okay.
closer. So.
Ooh.
This is about to get real fun, real quick.
I'm in danger.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are, players.
Yeah.
Draven? Oh.
You're muted.
No, not muted.
The link broke.
Yeah.
Oh
link broke.
no.
Give me 1 second and we will get you in here. Ah, fixed. Okay, so it was a perception at disadvantage.
7 with a 2 mod. 7 with a 2 mod.
Okay. Well, both Ellie and Asimov do hear Luther shouting, and then everyone hears a very large creature in the woods let off a sort of unnatural howl.
Okay.
But Luther, you also hear what sounds like a snarling howl mixed with a sheep buying from inside the bar.
No.
And you start to smell a sweet kind of scent from the barn.
Could I Scooby-Doo to his location?
Yeah, like...
Pass behind a tree, out of sight, out of mind, and appear behind another one?
Yeah, because that's another question. Like, did Luther, like, watch Scamp just go into the woods, or did Scamp...
No, Scamp was already with you guys. You guys are ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why you guys had disadvantage on this.
Okay.
Okay. And you guys can tell that the creature seems to be behind you guys. So between you guys and Luther.
Oh boy.
It's behind us, isn't it?
It's behind them. It's in front of you. So great opportunity for flanking if you do it right, but I mean... Okay. So... Do you want to deal with the thing that seems to be shrieking from the barn and clawing at it?
The sheep are tied down with metal poles, yeah?
Yeah, and chains and collars. And they got golden wool. The ones in the sunlight seem to be perfectly fine, and their eyes are a kind of rosy red. Two players here already know what this is.
How do the the thing trying to get out of the barn, is it like breaking the barricade? Like, does it look like it could break the barricade soon?
It is hitting it pretty hard, but it doesn't seem to be hitting it hard enough to break the barricade, but it is clawing at the wood.
Okay,
And
so
the
it will break it
claws
eventually,
sound
but not...
big.
Okay, so it will break it, but not very soon. It's time that I'm worried about.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
You have
so I could put a chain around the barricade so that its claws can't break through the wood bar outside faster. So it has to break through the chains.
So where are you going to find the chains?
Around the sheep?
So you're going to let the sheep go?
There's actually?
Because the normal sheep aren't chained down.
Oh, it's
These
only the
golden ones are.
Oh, I didn't want to mess with those.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I know about everything I know about magical creatures that are different than normal creatures that are chained down says no. I thought the normal sheep that were normal sheep were also chained down, but I don't want to release the golden ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna there's the big sound. That's probably after me too.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to hope the thing in the barn attacks the sheep before me. If it's just gonna attack anything, well, it's gonna hope it's the sheep. And if it attacks things that are, I am tempted. No, that feels too much. We'll figure it out. But observe the surroundings and try to figure out what the big thing is first.
Luther's top skill, improvising.
So where are you going to be standing to prepare for this? Because this will determine so much.
Well, wait. I had an even stupider idea. I have a lot of stupid ideas. The silo is the silo a silo with like does the silo look like one of the ones that has stairs that you'd walk up towards the top of it? So like the grain would get milled towards the top, top silo.
Or like a ladder.
Yeah, well, towards the top. And does the top, like a lot of silos, have vent holes?
Could I shoot an arcane bolt in this general direction?
I mean, it's not close enough to where you could sit here and
okay, but
do that. But I mean, you could go up to the silo and climb up there. Yes, you guys would have to get closer. The shift in betweens gets a little bit tricky because technically there is always an in between in the forest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Including shadows.
I was saying, can I shoot an arcane bolt in this general direction so I can see where we're at and just have towards us?
I mean, you could
one of the
shoot one in
issues
the
that
air.
he has right now. Yeah, no, I'm just in his general direction if I happen to know where he's at.
Yeah, you could even just do it straight up in the air and kind of use it with a flare.
A flare would be super useful right now.
Yeah, it would be. I think I have pyrotechnics. I don't remember if I have any on me.
I mean, even then, there's your magic that you can use. So, I mean...
Because it's either I turn the silo into a sniper tower, or I figure we're out where you guys are.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw that shit into the air and see if I can get his attention.
Okay. So
I'm gonna try to, like, throw it at a 45-degree angle above him.
Okay, so as
that's
you're
gonna
doing,
make it hard for him to triangulate where you are, but okay.
Well, wherever it makes sense to triangulate is what I mean. Sorry.
Straight up would be the best.
Yeah, straight up, because then it becomes one of those, you're X amount of feet away from me, so I can...
Yeah.
But here's my other thing, too. Like, as Athanaut goes to do this, Ellie's just gonna turn to him like, you sure that's a really good idea, considering what we just heard behind us?
Disco dance, fire into the
air. Okay, so there's a blast of arcane
Ellie is just
energy
like,
into the
just gets
air.
his deadpan look and just like, I'm dead. We're dead. I'm dead.
I need Luther to roll me a perception check.
Okay, cool.
But question, in Luther's favor, because he is up on the silo, would he get advantage per perception check?
Which negates the disadvantage for distance.
Okay, fair. So straight roll, never mind.
Oh, that's a very good roll. That is a 10 and an 8 and whatever I have for perception.
Yeah, that's usually wisdom, so yeah, that's a 20. Yeah, you see
like
where they are, and you realize that the distance compared to the louder noise seems to be further.
Not ideal.
So you are currently between two monsters that currently think that you're a snack. Let's see if
Who says I'm not a snack?
You are.
Hell yeah, homie.
And it does not see the flare go off. So yeah, you don't nothing to worry about. Luther, I'm gonna make some rolls. You're up on the grain silo, right?
Yeah, I'm towards the top, trying to hide in the grain silo, trying to use it as a sniper tower.
Okay, got very lucky on that one. And in a couple of rounds.
Question: how well can Luther see us? Because I assume I know where he's at.
You guys can't see each other because of the distance. You guys are a few hours away. Well, at least an hour away. So that's gonna be.
That's quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So I see a dot and hear stuff.
Yeah, that's why it was disadvantage but advantage for the height. So after a couple of rounds, Luther, you see this grotesque, elongated sheep that the skin is stretched gaunt over these bones. Its hooves are no longer hooves, they're claws. Its jaw seems to have been brought back to where the teeth are along a secondary jaw, with a large tongue that's reaching out and looking through the air as if trying to find where you are. Its blood-red eyes lock at you, and it begins running before it hits the sunlight and starts to wail in pain, and then turns into a sheep with golden wool. It stops attacking.
Holy sheep, I'm glad I didn't release those things. That would have been really bad.
No, but now you have one loose under you.
Yeah, one loose under you. I hope you guys can get out of the woods by nighttime. Anyways. It's not what
Sorry, I'm
they're
laughing in
feeding.
chat.
It's not what they're feeding them. So, think of it similar to vampirism or mind flayers. Parasitic. It's nothing to worry about.
Eldritch farm animals. Oh, you did.
Yes, that was
Yes.
her fault.
You always gotta point it out.
You
Where's-
said Eldritch Farm, and my brain made these things.
Anyway, Luther.
Where's the light dragon when you need them to decapitate another horror again?
Well, you see, lunar energy on these things are fun.
Okay.
Asnoth, don't even.
Oh, look at me.
Because you
Well,
see,
look
solar
at the
energy
lunar
I
does.
energy.
cannot speak because it would be metagaming.
You see, that's the thing.
I have something I wish to say but cannot.
Solar energy turns them back. Lunar energy reacts differently magically to things, so it's. Go ahead, barf on them if you want. Anyways.
TOS, I'm not saying anything else.
Anyways.
I feel like I need to cover up my camera just because, like, I'm.
So,
Okay.
you guys are going to, I take it, book it back to the farm? As Echo sits there in the grain silo scared?
So we're essentially heading back towards the sounds of something that wants to eat us.
No, it wants to eat the person who yelled.
Okay.
It doesn't know you're there.
But we don't know that.
Correct. Nobody
So
knows that.
again,
You know what?
again,
I'm
it's
ahead
just
back.
like,
I have a plan.
Oh no,
What's your
there's
plan?
a plan.
Oh, I'm not sharing this plan. I'm just starting to walk back.
and Ellie's just like, yes, I understand Luther is back there, but are we sure going back in that direction right now is safe? Plus, aren't we kind of like on a time limit because of the priests in your pocket?
Yeah, I know. I'm not abandoning
It has
him,
been
though.
a few hours.
Like, shouldn't we trust that Luther can handle himself?
And at
Like-
this moment, the frail priest busts out of the card and is sitting there on the ground, holding his head. and looks at you all.
Punch him in the
Looks
face.
at the mist. You're gonna punch him in the face. Okay, go ahead. Make an attack roll.
Would it be a disadvantage because the guy? Would it be a disadvantage?
It would also be an advantage because he's on his butt on the ground and he's trying to figure out what's going on. He sees the mist. He sees you all. He just woke up and got out of I don't know where, and he's like,
And then, night, fuck.
Lights up. Go sleep. Go sleep.
so
go sleep. Go
give me
sleep.
an attack roll. If you hit, you can knock him out. If you don't hit,
This is like considered non-lethal damage, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
That's not really pulling out the forget-me-not.
Yes. Exactly. Can I use a claw attack as a punch, so to speak? Those be equivalent?
punch would just be technically your strength mod. So I mean,
Okay.
and even then, this guy just woke up, so he's only gonna have 1 HP. So even Ellie could do this.
Oh, rude. Rude.
I'm saying with your 1 strength modifier, you could still achieve the task.
That is going to be 11.
You miss.
I do have multiple attacks. I have a high speed.
Now, I didn't roll what this guy's build is. Oh. So, I mean, are you going to attack a second time? I mean...
I want him to sleep.
Okay, try again. The first
My,
one was a
Azzy's
surprise.
response is, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
The first one was a surprise attack, though. The second one is not much of a surprise.
Reroll. There we go. That's much better. That's going to be 21 total. Not 21.
Okay.
No, actually, yes, 21. Sorry.
Because he was going to throw up a ward to reduce damage. So he's warding himself. What is your strength modifier?
Strength modifier is 3.
Okay, he barely survives. He's warding himself. He's just looking at you like, oh, Dad, please. What are we out here?
Back in that. Punches him in the face and just starts shoving a card
Nope,
down
you
his
did
head.
not hit him. Well, you did hit him, but his ward
shit.
broke the damage, so you kind of just boop him.
Fuck's sake! Do
Um.
I have 3 attacks? Is my only question.
Well, I'm trying to look.
Well,
and
actually,
see.
wait, hang on. I forgot that ruling. No, he does go out because technically, even though it would negate it to 0, the minimum damage an attack can do is 1. Yes.
Got it.
So you do knock him out. So you do get him back in the card. You've got a panicked priest that just used up some mana. At least you don't have to worry about that now. Yeah.
I can just see Ellie and Victor's stunned face of him just
like,
back in there.
This is your backup plan.
I'm just glad it didn't happen in town, okay? This would have been so much worse if it was in front of the police station.
You've not been arrested.
Alright, I'm gonna go do my thing now. He doesn't respond and walks off.
Elliot just like gobsmacked, just like, what just happened?
As enough, kidnapper of people.
Technically, this is human trafficking, but... There are so many laws being broken here!
At this point, when you break one and you're about to go to prison, might as well break more.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
It's just the
Luther's
gang
bad
member.
at Luther's bad at doing things under the law, and even he knows that's not how that works. Luther literally told the police he does things illegally, and he knows it's more that it's not a more illegal thing.
Oh my god.
Like, Victor just looks over at Ellie. It's like, what?
Now remember, a fancy guy from a mysterious organization teamed you all up together, so you have to really question that guy's morals now.
I mean, granted, the whole organization is everything is under the table, so I guess this fits. However, just like I'm just like looking at Victor and be like, okay, so who is the moral compass now? Like, what is?
I think this is about 3 miles too far under the table at this point.
In the
We'll
deepest
have to
pits of
figure that
hell.
out.
Anyways.
Okay, sorry you guys
It's probably
following.
one of us, Ellie.
That doesn't make anything any better, Luther. No offense.
You don't have to follow me, he points up to the sky. I'll be back in a bit.
Very concerned. I mean, it's not so much his sanity, it's just like, you know, like, we understand, like, dude is saying it's just like, how did this guy get chosen to be a part of something that's supposed to be for the greater good? It's like, you know, there's just questions.
So you guys are going to be rushing back while this thing's rushing Luther. Okay.
Yeah. The whole time we're moving, Victor's rolling that stone around in his hand.
So golden sheep, it's a golden sheep now, not the horrific monster thing.
Correct! But the bigger horrific monster is kind of stomping towards you, and you hear tree branches snapping.
Ah. I mean... it might be best to put my sniper tower to good use and, you know, shoot the sheep.
You're going to shoot the sheep.
While it's a sheep, yes. Isn't that you know? I mean, a sniper tower, well, it's a sheep, not the horrific monster, so it's more likely to have less defense, at least ideally.
But question why, like, there's something else heading towards you, like, I don't see what, like, I'm not gonna say anything because it's not my choice, I just, like...
Because if the sheep is there, and the other thing's there, and that sheep turns back, there's 2 things after me.
Maybe.
One thing now, and dealing with a little thing is better than having a little thing and a bigger thing.
So you're going to shoot the sheep.
The golden one, yes. The one that's a lot outside his cage and probably going to kill me if it turns out back.
You can do a knowledge arcana check or
Sure.
something.
Sure.
Just see if you know what this is. That's an intelligence check.
2? Okay. No, not 2 total. That's my mod.
Hey, Mike, there's a typo. I don't know which one's correct. Arcane Bolt in my abilities says 24 squares. Arcane Bolt in my actual stats under attack says 12 squares.
What is
I
a
just
luck
noticed
today? That is a 19.
It's supposed to be 24.
Don't question it.
Okay, I can change
Don't
it.
question it.
It's a 10 and a 10, 7, and a 2. So with the mod, so
You have faced these things. The reason why this one was probably feral is because it is young. It has not yet eaten the brain of a sentient creature.
okay. So That's all I know is that they're not usually feral unless they're trying to eat a brain.
They're not feral unless they're newly formed and transformed. They usually eat the organs and then brains of sentient creatures and other creatures to gain more sentience and power.
Then let's.
So this
not
one's a
eat-
baby.
Okay.
And you know that they reproduce parasitically by draining the blood from a sheep and transmitting it into the sheep.
Gotcha. So, if per se, little problem saw the big problem, it could attack the big problem because it just wants something.
Because that's more nutrition for it.
Exactly. So let's leave the little problem as a little solution.
Little solution. You haven't fought against these. My players almost peed themselves the first time I sent one against them. Anyways. So, you guys are running back. You guys will be a couple turns behind this large behemoth. Now, what you do see piercing the trees, Luther, as it comes out of the fog that seems to be continuing to roll out of the trees and getting thicker over the crops, you see what looks to be large antlers and a large skull of some primordial creature. Underneath it is some writhing mass of black and green. It looks almost like it's been forced to sit here and push into this large skeletal structure that's now being its home. The eyes in the skull are glowing red, and it looks up at you in the grain silo.
Since we will be
Not
able
good.
to see this at some point.
Oh yes,
Does this look like a golden fleece, or is this not
No,
one
this
at
is
all?
not a golden fleece. This is very much some sort of eldritchified woodland creature, woodland spirit that has no longer kept its form because of something. It's now in this new form.
This would be.
I have some very specific questions for you. Okay. So, the farm was north, yes?
Yes.
And which direction was the fog from the farm?
North.
Straight up from the farm.
I can't remember the name of the thing that we came here for.
What
Oh,
type
Lucy
of
Spirit.
thing is it?
Yes, that.
What was that, Luther?
What's the time?
It's starting to set. The sun's getting low.
Estimate of the time, like
You guys
position of the sun in degrees.
I'd say you guys probably have about an hour and a half left before sun is set.
So probably about 30, 40 degrees. Cool. So if that's the case, this thing does it. If it's coming up that way, it's north. Then okay, I'll just straight up ask: is this big thing casting a shadow on the little solution?
No, it's still up near the trees coming out.
Okay.
You can see it, and you technically can possibly hit it from here. But do you want to shoot the big thing? The big thing that look very burly.
And the masses underneath it, like, that's it's just a dark mass.
Yes.
Can I make a check to see what the mass is material-wise, like liquid, gelatinous, gaseous, amorphous,
You
non-Euclidean?
could give a nature check or a memory check if you're trying to see if it's something you might know about from somewhere else, or
nature is. I don't think I have any bonus to it, even though I.
The only bonus you get to nature is technically your intelligence.
Yeah. I'll go with memory.
Right
Then
there when we were investigating.
I'll try to see if I can figure out if I know what this thing is, or I found anything like it, or I know anything from just generally the clan.
So you weren't there when we researched what a Leshy was.
Oh no, I was, and I know it's the prior meeting. I was there for that. I know it's a prior meeting, but this doesn't match the description of a Leshy. Does it?
Yeah, well,
I mean, if you roll the wisdom,
Yeah.
the general wisdom for me.
8, 7, 15, 19.
Yeah, this sounds almost like the last time that there was a cursed Leshy here.
Oh.
So, it found you?
And I know the other guys are, coming around. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know where the Leshy is, which is... I mean... It's something.
That it is.
And you're up in
Yeah.
a grain silo, and it's angry
And I did-
at you.
Yeah, I did the memory thing, but still, do I know anything about its form? Did I gain any knowledge of its form from that?
This is actually an organic creature made out of plants and flesh. So it's
Okay,
a
so
living thing.
solid. But yeah, okay. So solid, it's not like gelatinous or liquidous or gaseous. That's
Yeah.
annoying.
It's just it kind of was forced to this new form.
I was hoping I could freeze it. Annoying.
I mean, tissue and plants freeze.
Yeah, but not as well as liquids.
Depends on the kind of liquid. Some liquids resist pretty well,
Yeah, that's fair.
like alcohol. Alcohol doesn't freeze.
no, it burns.
I know Leshies are usually, very friendly, but this one is cursed by a witch or coven or something. And that curse is causing it to go crazy. And killing the Leshy isn't necessarily a great option, because then it's like killing a primordial being. That's not great. You want to break the curse. And I wonder how... There is not much I can do except try to get out of its way or thoughts of hurting me specifically. So... You said I know the sheep get infected by drinking other sheep's blood, yeah?
Well, from being fed from. Kind of like vampirism.
Okay, but they get more powerful from that, yeah?
They get more powerful from eating... they get more nutrition from organs, and then they get more power from eating brains from sentient creatures. So they have to kill the creature and eat the brain.
Okay.
I.e., if I was playing one of these things, I'd be playing as a
I'm
wizard.
going to
I would
try...
be the
I
brains.
can't hide because it knows where I am. This is a situation.
Mm-hmm.
Can I give you an out-of-character hint? Would that be out of too much?
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to get away because there's no, I don't think there's any reasoning with it. And because it's cursed, I doubt it would care if I took a creature hostage like a sheep.
It's a Leshy. That's actually even worse.
Yeah, exactly. Because
that makes a normal Leshy angry.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get it not to hurt me. So I thought, well, if it's angry, but then I tell it I won't hurt the sheep, but I can't convince it I won't hurt things because it's just gonna kill me. So run away is my best option, or I don't try to dodge the attacks. That's what we're going with.
Going to try to dodge the attacks.
Running isn't gonna help.
But you still are
probably
currently
faster.
like
Up.
how high up in the air is the silo?
At least 60 feet.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no way. This is a situation. So we're
And
just
its arm span looks like it can give a hug to the silo.
We're gonna freeze the ground in front of it.
How far away are we?
You guys are only a couple of rounds behind it because it is bigger and it had to try to navigate through the trees.
Yep, we're using. Yep, we're.
My plans apply to Leshies as well. So
Yep, we're gonna be using. We're gonna be using chilling ray on the ground, specifically in front of it, trying to freeze the ground to slow it down. That's the best bet I got. The best idea I have going.
So you're going to try to freeze the ground.
I have an idea. So I'm going to look back at Victor and Eleanor and say, hey, if I don't know if they're actually following me. I assume they might have. I'm going to do something really stupid. I'm going to do something really, really fucking stupid. I would suggest getting the fuck away from me because I'm going to try to draw its attention.
Well, here's the thing. I had an idea, but that actually requires us getting closer to it, possibly. And even then, like, it's a very harebrained idea. So
I love seeing Mike's faces with this.
Like,
Character death, here we come. I got this.
When everyone's pulling a mic, Leroy Jenkins!
So
I have a plan! What's the plan? A fireball and a keg of gunpowder! We're playing the deal with the madman!
we actually do have a lot of fire, so that works in our favor. No, but
wait, I just realized I do druidic things. I know druidic things. So there's a chance I could convince it not to attack me.
Maybe.
Not a good chance, but a chance.
Depends on what you're trying to do.
I don't know what I'm trying to do because I can't do anything other than heal it, which is probably the worst thing. Because healing doesn't get rid of a
It might fare better than you think.
I mean, it depends. There is a wither condition, which can be removed in certain conditions. So, I mean...
Flipping a coin. Cool. Heads. We're gonna shoot it with the healing gun.
You're going to shoot it with the healing.
We're gonna use the we're gonna use a healing blast. They're not gonna shoot it. We're not gonna threaten it. We're not gonna piss it off. We're gonna heal it.
Yep. So for that, you have to wait for it to get closer, and
Well, yeah, yeah.
when it does get closer, because it's running towards the silo, you blast it with the healing energy. How much healing does that do again? I'm trying to remember.
When I have a chance, I'd like to do something.
Wisdom mod plus restoration skill.
But you do not have restoration. So it's just a +4. Okay. And let me...
Assuming the others got out of my way and are not close to me, I do have something I want to do as well. Hopefully before it gets to a certain point.
Well, or truly tried it.
So you do notice some of the darkness on its skin seems to fade.
Okay.
That it
That'd be
seems
hilarious.
that the healing hurts the kind of skeletal creature, but the creature underneath seems to be better.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a few minor little things happening to the skeletal creature right now.
Okay.
Nothing to worry about. And you do notice that it does seem to shrink a little bit in size.
Okay. Useful.
Yes. Not a lot, but just a little.
So, I have pyrotechnic stuff.
Okay, we'll get to that in 2 more turns.
Because
Well, 1 more turn.
I also
Yeah, because all I need to do is make a lot of fucking noises. That's what my plan was.
Oh.
You said you had an idea, Eleanor?
kinda, sorta, maybe. It's not that great. But you both are more well-versed in... I mean, I also have my own magic, but it's not, like, scholarly magic, I guess. But my question is, this... Like, if we're totally assuming that what we heard out there is the Leshy, and it's after Luther right now. So the Leshy is being controlled by a curse. So, or at least being controlled. Like, I'm not quite sure if there's a way where we can try and find out where the source is coming from in terms of finding, like, it's weird, like, radio signals and everything, but finding out where the source of the control is coming from by connecting with the Leshy, if that makes sense. Please. Like, I feel like this is, like, super insane, and what I'm saying doesn't make sense to me, but I'm hoping it makes sense to you. Does this make sense?
Are you asking the characters or me?
No, I'm asking, like, Victor and Azonoth, because, like, again, Ellie has her own magic, but it's not, like, the same as, like,
I'd do it, but after I'm
It's
done with what I'm
honestly
doing,
a fairly good
he's
idea to
probably
me.
farther
What
away.
do you think, Azonoth?
Azonoth has the idea of...
kill it with
Well,
fire.
he hasn't shared that. He just said, get the fuck away from me if you don't want to get noticed.
Because would we know that that's the Leshy that we're seeing up ahead?
Fairly reasonable to assume that the large creature that just got shot by a healing bolt is the Leshy.
Oh,
For some
so
reason, your friend is shooting healing energy at it. I
But-
don't know why.
can we actually see, like, a difference, or we're too far away to notice?
You notice that it has shrunk in size, just a little.
Okay, so it is having an effect on it.
Yes.
So...
Oh, wait, so do I see them now?
They're still in the trees.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like Eleanor would take note of this and be like, well, damn. Okay. But anyway, so what I said makes sense? Yes? So,
It does to me, so.
I don't quite know what Luther is doing, but if... because he's healing it and it shrunk. So, if we... because it is, like, affected by a curse, so I don't know if I don't think healing it would try to get the curse to fully go away. I don't know. I don't know really anything about curses. But wouldn't healing it, like, also weaken the control, but at the same time we kind of, like, need that control to kind of triangulate where... because we have just a general idea of where they are based on, like, 1,000 years ago. But here's the thing is, like, I don't know, like, how important is that information to us if our only goal is to also, like, get the Leshy to stop? Because, okay, to be fair, if we go ahead and we just heal the Leshy, there's nothing to say the hags could, you know, just replace the curse on the Leshy, and then, you know, we're back to square one. So, this is me just talking out loud. Sorry, this is my thought process. Normally, like, alone at my typewriter when I do this. So,
I mean, it makes sense to me, but I don't know if we have the kind of spell work to commune with it.
well, I'm not saying, like, commune with it directly, but I'm saying, like, intercept the spell, I guess, and try and, like, I don't know if, like, channel is the right word, but, you know, get into that spell and see, like, what direction or where the spell is coming from, and try and see if we can actually see the person doing the spell and where they're at. This is not, like, my realm of magic, and I don't even know if what I'm saying is something that's, like, possible, but is that something that could possibly be? And I mean, this hag is like hundreds of years old, so like I also don't know if like there's any backfiring that could happen or whatever. So
They sent you a message.
Yeah. I feel like we need to figure out how we can rescue Luther. But your idea is the one that makes the most sense for trying to figure this out. Did they take Azeroth away and like dump him in the lake or something?
Confusion.
Well, I can't hear Azeroth.
oh,
Oh no, I'm still here. Can you not hear me still?
we can hear you now.
Also, Mike, I
Okay.
sent you a message, just so you know. I don't know if my microphone's been picking up properly.
Did you guys not hear any of the last minute or so of what I said?
We heard it. It just
Because my
it seems
internet
like
is
you
going.
can't hear us.
I can hear you and Kate and Echo.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
I don't think he can hear me.
Why can't you hear Axel?
You have been accidentally muted from earlier when his mic was being loud or something?
No idea.
No.
Oh.
Here, I'll even
Technical
rejoin.
issues.
Fine.
But I mean, time check. Like we do, you know, I have to wrap up like in the next like 15 minutes or so. So.
Yep. So you guys are just getting into the tickle of the battle and getting to decide what to do, and you all have very interesting plans from what I can tell.
All of us have individual interesting plans.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
have an idea. This group.
Can you hear me
It's
now?
Groot.
This entire
Yeah.
group. I have an idea.
Yep, we can hear you.
All right, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear now.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I have a plan, but and Azeroth is not sharing said plan. I have said sent plan over to Mike.
Yeah.
And it looks like an incredible plan that I'm definitely going to go through with, too.
I'm just going to sit here and remind you with 2 words what this thing is supposed to be normally.
Mm-hmm.
Nature Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with that in mind, if we're still wanting to do it, I require initiative from everyone, because you all are trying to do your own.
But yeah, but
plans.
question, is Azonoth like running off while Victor is trying to talk to him? That's my question.
He did say he was about to do something stupid and get the fuck away from him if he didn't want to get noticed.
Yeah,
So-
but that doesn't okay,
So if
but
you
did he
guys are-
also notice Victor trying to have a conversation with him before he just zips off is my question. I need a straight answer on
I'm
this.
pretty sure he was not paying attention. And
Oh,
I'll complain on
good.
the
Okay.
Alright.
So we're just standing there while you tell us to,
And he's just continuing to run forward. Yeah.
tree. Yeah.
I need initiative from everyone. So
Alright, I'm
that's
getting
part of
Sorry.
me is just
trees.
Oh, I know your guys' thought process on things. I have an idea.
I'm getting behind a tree.
Oh,
I am just this is I'm actually
what's your guys' feedback so I know who gets to sit here and enact their plan first?
who's what?
Speed checks.
Oh,
So-
Sorry, not
mine's
trying to cause any
crap.
type of contention, of course.
Yeah.
30 plus.
I mean, my
19.
mod is a 1. I have no, it's a 3. My bad.
Yeah, my mod's a 3 as well, so 19.
Let me get up a happy little note.
Also, I
I-
thought the majority of everything said was to Eleanor's character, not to me. The majority of everything said I figured was to Eleanor's character, not to me, because I figured he said, "I'm getting the fuck out of here. You guys can hide if you want."
What?
And then basically,
Anyone else? What's your initiative?
Yeah,
initiative. Wow, I'm getting the same rolls almost every freaking time.
So 8,
19.
11.
And has enough got a 19.
Yep.
Okay. And what was yours, Draven?
15.
I have a feeling Ellie is about to get so mad.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
mad.
Okay.
and Luther's only response will be, "But it worked, didn't it?"
Okay, so let's, 22,
Sorry, I also
23.
don't. I want to make sure you guys are okay out of character.
Oh, I am
I'm not causing
seething
any
right now,
contention.
but it's just because of in character stuff. I'm not seething at you.
Okay.
This is me
Making
being
sure
in
everyone's
character,
chill.
being just it's me kind of sort of metagaming, but I'm trying really hard not to metagame, and it's just all these conflicting emotions, but I'm not pissed at you. It's just
Okay.
So,
I'm just
Victor, you okay?
vibrating. That's all.
Victor
Draven, for that matter.
and Azonoth
We're
and
good,
Luther.
man.
Okay, just want to make sure. Because I will back off if it's a problem with either of you two.
No, it's only gonna be a problem once it actually happens, and Ella's gonna be you fucking morons.
So Azonoth technically wins because the higher speed.
Of course he does.
Between Azonoth and Luther, which is going to be fun because the Leshy won entirely and seems to stop charging and looks up at the tower for a second. Azonoth, are you going through with the plan?
Does it seem to stop and not be aggressive? Because I just want to save my friend. That's my goal.
It's kind of turning its head as if trying to understand what happened. It still seems agitated, but now confused.
Quick, it's confused. I can heal it
Then
again.
my plan may not be the best idea. Because I don't want to agitate it further. My goal is to speak.
So
wanna-
what are you going to do, Azonoth?
Am I close enough to use a walk between?
I mean, yeah. What are you gonna pop out of?
I will pop out from behind the silo. If I get flattened, I get flattened.
Pop out from behind the silo. Let's see how it's going to react to this.
So I'm going
It's
to come
not
back out from
interested in
behind
you.
the silo.
It's interested in the strange shark shooting healing bullets. Okay.
I would like to speak as well, if I have enough time to.
Okay.
Aznath will probably be out of breath. Like, hey, we're here to talk. I'm friendly. And he'll just keep his arms out at the sides in kind of a neutral position, making sure it's seen that he's not making any magic signs or doing anything aggressive.
It still does not seem interested in you.
Can I react to Aznath or no? Can I try to yell down to him?
You can. It's now your turn, anyways.
Okay.
What are you going to do? The thing is looking at you with its head tilted.
Heal it again, then try to tell Aznath.
Okay, so you're going to heal it again. I think you actually have action points. Technically, you could do it twice if you want, but that's also using up a lot of your reserve. Because you are using reserve points to shoot these.
Yeah. Well, yeah, healing is what, 3 reserve? Yeah.
I will. I'll look up and say, "Remember, it's a forest spirit. It's friendly."
It's 24 reserves, so that would be
You would have 21 because you already shot once.
Yeah. But so I could if I heal it, so if I could heal it twice and still tell Aznath what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that because, yeah. We're gonna reserve is.
It's the res, and I just changed it for you to 15 out of 24.
Yeah, this is our best bet. So yeah.
Okay.
Aznath. So this thing, it shrinks when I heal it, and I think it's helping it not be so evil. So please don't hurt it.
I have no plans on hurting it. Trust me. I want to talk to it, and probably the hags. I am friendly. I'm here to talk, not to attack.
The nicer
unless I absolutely need to.
The more chance I get off this silo. So, yeah.
By the way, while he's on by the silo, like just not trying to retcon anything, but does Aznath also notice the untied golden fleece that's by the silo while the sun is going down? Just curious.
I mean,
Not particularly bothered by that.
what golden fleece sits untied by the silo?
Of course.
It's an untied golden fleece. It can go anywhere it wants to. The world is its candy dish.
Yeah. Those. Yeah. But anyway, what happens when I heal or does it shrink more? Does it?
It
be
keeps
less
on
angry?
shrinking, and it seems less hostile.
Okay. Can I talk to the
You guys can try to, but you guys have done enough talking for 6 seconds, so I'm gonna have to cut you off there and
Sounds good.
let Victor do his thing.
Yeah. Let's go to Victor because I told Aznath what was going on. I'll talk to it when I can, but
I'm gonna go forward just a few more feet, probably get behind another tree. And then I'm gonna try to listen for sounds that were not typical for the forest as we were coming in.
Give me a perception check.
second. $13.
Doesn't seem to be anything strange going on in the woods that you can perceive. Is that all you wish to do?
I'm gonna kind of... Yeah. As I end the turn, I'm gonna kind of get up against the tree as well as I can. I'm looking up to see if there's something I could climb to easily if I need to.
You do notice, however, that Scamp is there. He has been trailing you.
I just kind of look up and give him a little bit of an acknowledgement.
What's up there, bruh?
Ellie,
But yeah, that'll end me.
you have seen this creature shrink now 3 times to healing energy.
And I have that ability. Let me see.
If you desire to use your good luck charms, you could.
Yes. I
or
could.
your rerolls.
Yeah, which I have 2 rerolls left.
Yep. Because you guys haven't gotten to get some sleep.
Yeah. Which, here's the thing. I don't know how soon we're going to be getting to sleep. If we're going to be hunting the hags at night.
You're planning on hunting them?
No, that's not what I
Fair
meant.
enough.
Sorry, I'm also thinking Desmond wavelengths.
Like
Sorry.
with guns?
Totally different wavelength. No. So it's just like well, first, like, I think I need to get closer because I think I can only heal 12 squares away. So I'm gonna have to get within 12 squares of it.
Yep, so 60 feet. Okay. So you're out of the woods now.
Okay. So, she's, like, looking around, like, taking in her surroundings, and I guess, like, goes to go ahead and I'll expend one of my rerolls. And...
Because that was actually changed. And that would be 3 plus luck modifier. So... No, you don't roll a dice.
Oh, I don't. Okay. Because I thought it was for... Or I was reading Fortune's Light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is Fortune's Light, but
It's 1d10
I changed it from
plus...
the 1d10 to a 3.
Oh, so it's just a straight 3?
Yeah, 3 plus your luck modifier, which is a total of 8.
Okay. Because that was how I was able to, like, save us the last time.
Yeah, no, I had changed the damage on that for you.
Yeah.
I just didn't change it on your character sheet because I was going to change it when I modify it into the new sheets. Okay. So, yeah, you guys are just healing it now, and now it's confused. At first it seemed like it was coming to attack, and now it's just getting healed. This isn't the normal, combat situation it's
Well,
used
we're
to.
not your normal party. For sure.
Well,
We win combats with pure confusion. Go.
It's all we cast is confusion.
All of a sudden, it's a dance party. Everyone go.
Half the time the confusion.
Luther's confusion
on
is
us.
super effective.
It takes a second, and there seems to be some whistling in the wind, and then some crows cawing, before the Leshy seems to stand down and begin walking back into the woods. Up north.
So it is 10:30.
Yep.
So
So we will end it with the conclusion of, do you guys wish to follow it or hide out here now and get some rest?
Someone needs to find the golden fleece.
Yeah, I think let's figure out where we can safely rest. Now that we know how to fix this thing.
Yeah.
We know how to fix it, but
Sort of.
I know how to help.
I just said that it wasn't as aggressive. I didn't
So-
say it was fixing it fully.
yeah, because here's the thing: we could try and like find a place to rest. Like, are you suggesting here? Because if we go back into town, I'm pretty sure we drew a lot of attention. So
I don't think I drew any attention. I think I was perfectly fine.
Ella just like looks at Luther. And
The
just,
death glare into the camera sounded perfect.
I don't think. No, none of you know what happened either. None of
That's
you
the
know what
thing. It's
happened.
like Ellie doesn't knows what happened. That's why she's just giving like this Luther just like this deadpan look, just like.
Okay, I drew a little bit of attention.
And she's like, okay, so we know that there's a bunch of golden fleece here. We know.
Is that what they are?
Luther, to catch you up, we actually know where their creator, like watcher, like I forget the term, is.
Can we tell them that one escaped?
We would have to go back to the hospital for that.
Their children.
Oh,
Yeah, so these are their children.
And
So-
that's like,
well, one of them is very angry and also out.
yeah.
So I guess the question is are we resting now? Or are we hunting
Golden
down a golden fleece and making sure it doesn't go towards town? If it kills, like, random animals in the wood, that's one thing.
Or are you going to sit here and follow the Leshy?
Yeah, like what? So, I would love to sleep, but I don't feel like that is a smart plan. So, Leshy seems subdued for right now, so I don't think Leshy is, like, big problem at the moment. I feel
have
like...
two things.
I think it's pretty big. I just don't think it's a problem.
I have two things. One, the golden fleece are our friends. We definitely want them to be safe, comfortable, and probably tied up to that pole where it's supposed to be.
But that one wanted to hurt me.
I understand that, but there's also a good friend's kid, basically.
No, I don't. No, I don't
But
think we
also
should hurt
part
it.
of
I'm just
the-
saying we need to get it to not want to hurt us.
Well, for that, we need to get it before the sun goes down and the moon comes up. So we need to find it, like, now.
Yeah, so one of us at least has to get the golden fleece. I really need to get going to the Leshy because I have our problems in my pocket. They need to talk to the hags directly, and that's kind of the end of the story for that because they're the problem, in my opinion. They are the ones causing the issues. Why the Leshy's attacking to begin with?
So, are we splitting up? Is that what I'm
That's
hearing?
The best method for this one, and I would love to take care of the golden fleece because I am not scared of it. I think someone else might need to because I have cards in my pocket that only I can pop.
Oh, you popped him, all right.
Hey, I didn't start that. He did.
Is
In
there
his
a way-
defense, he didn't start it. He was trying to run away to report. You did start it. And then his friend initiated the combat.
Azeroth, is there a way for you to set a trigger on them? Like, if X
No.
happens, they're released, or you just have to release them?
I might be able to do that later on. I don't have that ability currently.
I know.
Unfortunately, I can't.
So,
You can lure the golden fleece with meat, organs, brains. Any random creature will do.
Okay.
So here's
It's like a dog. You wave a steak in front of its face, and it's gonna be, "Oh my god, you're my best friend."
Well, okay. So
My question is, who are we sending after the golden fleece, and who is going? I need to go to the Leshy.
had
I need to follow that thing.
again. I have a really stupid idea.
the quote of this party. I have a
Yes.
really stupid idea,
That should be what this episode. What this episode title is. I have a stupid idea.
and it just might work.
No, that's the follow-up. Next session.
It's like not necessarily a stupid idea. It's just like questionable idea. So, because I could go either way. I could go with either party. It's just I feel like Victor being a wood elf and kind of like knowing the lay of the land, and I'm assuming like you know a little bit about like hunting and that kind of thing. No.
I'm assuming he's connected.
Oh
He's
no.
been very disconnected, unfortunately.
Rip.
Oh,
Oh,
I wish we
I've
had
hit-
some sort of long-range
he got. I
like-
gotta vote rest. My computer just died.
Oh. I wish we had a.
Maybe
wish
we
we had
should.
some sort of long distance signal that
Yeah.
would work.
Should we just go ahead and cut it here and make a decision when we come back? Since
We can,
Draven's been
we
cutting in and
can-
out.
And it's
We can cut it, and we can talk on Discord.
Yep.
Later.
Okay, that sounds
Oh.
like a plan.
So we need to
That way
find-
we don't do anything. We can just recap what our decision was when we come back in.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks
Bye.
for joining, everyone.
Yep,
I'm glad to be here.
Gotta find a victim to raid real quick.
I have a couple victims on my. If you want one.
I have someone
No,
playing
Ellie, the
Baldur's
stupid
Gate.
ideas
That's
are-
close enough. 2 people, actually. I know you try to keep it in the same type of
Yeah, we
concept. So.
have one person that's doing a cyberpunk campaign right now.
I have one doing D&D right now. On my end.
We have several doing D&D.
Mhm.
Ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an amazing name.
It is, right?
Roll with advantage. Yeah, so we got 3.
Okay.
Oh, Dork Tales. Game of Tragic Horror. You know, after facing a Leshy, I think that would be what we should do.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So we're gonna go say hi over to Dork Tales. Oh, they're playing 10 Candles. Oh, that's a great Halloween one.
Okay, yeah. So that's just the perfect vibe to go to.
Yes. Yeah, thanks for coming out, Priestess in Red. It was great to see you. Thank
A couple
you.
people from my Discord came out. They lurked though, so because it's my stream,
We
so
still appreciate it.
Yes, thank you everybody for coming to hang out.
Yeah, and I hope you all had fun. We'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Have a good night. Be good to yourselves, and be good to each other.
yeah.
Don't get in any trouble.
And if you do get into trouble, call. Bye everybody. Have a good night.
Night.